Hey guys, this is Kelly Commentates. I am back at ya, and today what we're going to be talking about is the 2024-2025 Grand Prix overview of figure skating. Here is this really high quality uh, logo here. Just a little artwork here to let us know this is what we be talking about. Figure skating is upon us. The summer competitions have started, and I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get a little excited. I feel like the coming of fall and pumpkin spice and apple, whatever cold brew has also brought on the love of skating, and I feel like they're just coinciding right now beautifully. So this is super informal, super casual. No, I have not prepared like a lot for this. What I want to do today is just kind of go over all the competitions that are occurring and check out which ones have like a page with information, go over the skaters, and just kind of chit chat about skating. Little bit about me. So I've been a lifelong figure skating fan. I think that the first competition that really kind of caught my interest was Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding back in the 90s. It was a huge figure skating scandal. I kind of think it was the start of the downturn or the downfall of the popularity of figure skating, at least in the United States. Um, I think the scandal just really tainted the art of figure skating. I call it an art because it is. Um, and ever since then, though, I've always been a fan. I've always followed it. There was a brief period of time I really stopped, and that would be from probably about like 2006 to 2014. And that was a lot of the time when like Unikim was really popular. It's not that I stopped loving skating. I really just was so busy and doing other things in my life that I kind of forgot about it. But I would say that Ashley Wagner, I credit her, even though personally, just my personal opinion, I find her a little bit annoying just as a social media persona. I think she's a great person, but um, even though I find her a little annoying, I think that she's one of the most artistic skaters to come out of the U.S. And she really reawakened my love of figure skating. So, just a little background there. We are starting the year off strong from October 18 to 2024. We're going to be at Skate America. It's returning to Allen, Texas. So it was there last year. I was really kind of shocked about how busy and like full the arena looked last year. I admit I really liked it a couple of seasons ago during COVID when they had it back to back in Vegas. I feel like Vegas just kind of coincides with, I don't know. I just feel like Vegas and figure skating go hand in hand because they're both glitzy and glamorous. So they put on the website, they've highlighted all of the US people. So for the women, we have Isabel Levito and Brady Tennell. Isabel Levito had a great season last year. A lot of chatter online is that she's losing her jumps. Her jump technique will not hold up. And even though she didn't have a great showing at Cranberry Open this summer, I think she was third in the women's. I actually feel like her jumps are holding up, and I think her artistry is kind of carrying her through. So it'll be really interesting to see what she does here. And then I am so excited. I cannot freaking wait for Brady Tennell. I love when she made a splash in 2017. I remember she won the Philadelphia summer competition in 2017, and the chatter started. And this kind of also brought about like my little bit of disinterest in Ashley Wagner. I felt like Ashley kind of had an attitude about how quickly Brady was rising and the fact that she felt like Brady, quote unquote, took her spot in the Olympics. Anyway, that's all bygones be bygones. I think they are friendly with each other. It'll be super exciting to see what she does. I know she was training in France for a year or so in the past 3 years. I believe she's been training on the East Coast. At least that's what I've been hearing online recently. And she's coached by her choreographer, her longtime choreographer, which is interesting. That TBD spot, obviously, will be interesting to see what happens there. Let's go. Just be very basic and go to Wikipedia to see the full lineup. So for the women, we have Olga Mikutina from Austria, Nina Pinzaroni I love this dress in this photo here. She really made a splash as well. She has been doing very well. She has the same coach as Brady Tennell, if I recall correctly. Leah Serna from France. Yuna Aoki from Japan. Wakaba Higuchi, oh my gosh, so exciting. She's amazing. Rinka Watanabe, also Japan. And then from Latvia, Sofia Stepchenko. From South Korea, we have Kim Min Chae. She also has been doing very well in recent seasons. Livia Kaiser from Switzerland. On the men's side over here, we can see we have Kevin Amos. He's a very artistic skater. He had a very dramatic program recently in the last year or two, his free skate where he was wearing bright red gloves and was just bringing the drama and the excitement. I really do like his skating. There has been some controversy surrounding him. I really haven't followed it too much. So hopefully just love of skating will keep us involved. Francois Pitot, don't know who he is. Nika Edgadze. He's a Georgian skater. I do believe Eteri Tutberitsa was coaching him, either did or was, or is still. And I want to remind myself what he looks like. Let's take a look here. Yes, and see Eteri right there with this man, just training him and keeping him in the loop. So that is cool. Let's go back to the main page. Over here, let's talk a little bit about pairs. Not too many countries represented, it looks like. Of course, we have Riku Mura and Kihara from Japan. Very good pair. Alyssa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov from US. And then we have Ellie Kam and Daniel O'Shea. They're a newer pair. I believe they won the US championships this year. They are interesting because she's so much shorter than him. And I think a lot younger as well. I believe she's like in her early 20s and he's like in his 30s. But still will be interesting. And then ice dance, of course, we have our newlyweds, Madison Chalk and Evan Bates. Absolutely love them and what they do for the sport. They are just so interesting. We have a newer team from last year, Olivia Smart and Tim Deek, representing Spain. And love them. Love Olivia's personality and her outgoing attitude. We have an Israeli team here. We have Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson from Britain. And what's cool about them, I know they did a program to Rocky, like the Rocky was the, and of course words are failing me here. Rocky was a movie about boxing, and they did a whole program to it. And I remember it was kind of controversial, but people ended up liking it. This is a controversial team. This is Eteri Tutberitsa's daughter, Diana Davis, and Gleb Smolkin. And if I do recall correctly, they are married. And then we have two Canadian teams, Fournier Baudry and Sorensen, and L'Oreal and Legac from Canada. So I think overall this will be a really interesting competition. Allen, Texas, from what I'm reading online, is not the most interesting place, but it will be exciting to see it there. I do think it's cool when it returns to the same place. It could lend itself to, just having that continuity with it and everything like that. You can see some of the sponsors here. I am impressed. I think the website is pretty good. You have Isabeau right here with her, I think it's Black Swan program, something like that. And let's see the schedule. So it looks like on Friday, they're starting with the pairs and women's short program. Saturday, they have rhythm dance and the pairs free skate, as well as men's short program and women's free skate. And then on Sunday, they're ending with men's free skate, the free dance, and the skating spectacular. So this will be a good competition. Overall, very excited. Right after this competition, October 25 through 27, so the next weekend, we do have Skate Canada and this is going to be in Halifax, so at the Scotiabank Center. So let's take a look at their website. Not a fan of this new Skate Canada logo. It changed in the past like 1 or 2 years. It looks ugly and cheap. I don't know. I'm just like, let's open it. I just want to see it. Like, why? You know? Does that make any sense? Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to just view the photo. But, anywho, let's see what their. Let's look at the start orders. All right, here we have some sponsors, a lot of Canadian sponsors. Via, so Rail Canada, that's interesting. And they're a member of the ISU, obviously. Let's see what athletes will be here. Why am I not seeing it? Here we go. Okay. So Wesley Chu, Stephen Gogolev, and Anthony Paradis. We have Madeline Schizas, I believe, Kaya Reuter, and Sarah Maud Dupuis. I don't know Sarah Maud, but I do know these two skaters. We also have Hetty Shi in the senior women. Oh my gosh, yes, Diana Stellato Dudek and Maxime Deschamps. Let's click on them. Just lovely. I just love their skating. I love that they did a program involving vampires. I think it was Interview with the Vampire. Yes, you can see the dress here. I love this program because it was so dramatic. I think the dress was kind of scary. I mean, in a good way. I think it really added to the program. I think Maxime is a very intense skater, just like Diana, even if he's like a little bit more quiet. I still think he's very intense like her. I think they're a really, really great pair. So I will be excited to see them. I am hoping that they will win. Of course, of course, of course. And let's see here. We have Larialt and Legac. In ice dance, we have La Joie and Lagha, ice dance. And we have Gillis and Paul Poirier, also in ice dance. They've been on the scene a long time now. It looks like they represent Ice Dance Elite in Scarborough. And really great team as well. I think that they're always very artistic. They always have something to say. And I think their stats alone speak for themselves. Okay, let's see the full list. I want to see all of them. This is Canadians only. Let's go to senior women. All right, it's only showing Canadians. All right, Wikipedia, let's do this. I know, like, relying on Wikipedia, not the best, but, you know. All right, we already talked about the Canadians. From Finland, Nella Pelkonen. And then the Japanese woman, Rino Matsuke. Kyori Sakamoto, world champion. I think a 3-time world champion. She's basically been winning every year since the Russians have been off the scene. She's amazing. Hana Yoshida, she was really good. I liked this program where she's wearing the like bright neon like tiger or cheetah print. I thought that was cool. Poland, Ekaterina Kurakova. She's been around a while now. Kim Yerim from South Korea. Wee So-young from South Korea. Kimi Rapon from Switzerland. She had a really good world championships this past year. Okay, from the US, Alyssa Liu. Oh, so exciting. Let's open this one up. We want to see Alyssa. She's been competing again recently. She has been doing, she was in like the Summer Sizzler. She showed off one of her programs. The music was weird. I don't even remember what it's called. It was a Diana Ross song, but I think just like the audio was weird when she did it. I'm hoping that's not the real audio that she'll use in the competition. But this will be so exciting to see her back. I'm hoping she regained her love of figure skating because she basically retired. And then recently we hear she's back. Her jumps are looking good. She's such a secure skater. And I think that makes it really fun. And then you've got two powerhouses. Let's talk about the men, Jason Brown and Ilya Malinin. Interesting how Ilya is doing 2 back-to-back competitions. I kind of like it. It's like one and done, basically. I mean, he's just going to travel to Allen, Texas, travel here to Skate Canada, probably win both, and just wait till the Grand Prix final. I like that. Jason Brown, obviously beautiful skater. We are so blessed. We are so lucky that he is continuing in the name of the love of skating. I truly think he loves it. Cha Jun Hwan from Korea, amazing skater. He has his ups and downs for sure. Shun Sato from Japan and Sota Yamamoto. The Japanese men's skating is amazing. Gabriella Frangipani from Italia. It'll be nice, or Italy, I'm sorry. It'll be nice to, have him grow over the next season, since the Olympics will be in his host country in Milan Cortino in 2026. We have Mark Gorodnitsky from Israel, Luke Economides from France, Roman Sadovsky from Canada. I don't think we mentioned him before. Also a very good, prolific skater. Let's look a little bit at the pairs. We have an Australian pair. We have two from Canada, of course, Stellato Dudek and Deschamps being the reigning world champions, and a TBD spot. We have Hake and Kunkel from Germany. They've done very, very well in recent seasons. Bakari and Guariza have also done very well. And we have Emily Chan and Spencer Howe, Akira Howe from the US. I really like their skating. I think Emily Chan especially has just a fun personality, just like he does, and it'll be fun to see. Ice dance will be very interesting as well. Of course, three powerhouse teams here with France. We have an Australian team, one from Czech, one from France, one from South Korea, and then over here, Emily Bratty and Ian Somerville. I feel like this pair is really artistic. I think they're really exciting, and I am excited to see what they do this year. We have the Browns, brother and sister pair. I've been reading a lot about just how dedicated they are to skating, how financially taxing this has been on them, and yet they still continue in the sport. And I find it just really heartwarming that they are still skating and that they love it. And I think whatever we can do to support them, we should. And then Emily Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik. I find them very interesting too. And I think the future of U.S. ice dance is very strong. All right, let's go to the third competition of the Grand Prix season. Will be Grand Prix de France from November 1 to 3. I didn't see a website for them. Let's see, is this it? Oh, as I deleted it. Oh well. Let's talk about the men first. We have Jin Boyang. He's been around for a long time and very excited to see what he does. Kind of an up and down career. Luc Economides from France is coming back. Adam Xiaohemfa. This is a big one. Exciting because they finally, I believe a backflip was outlawed or you would get a negative points for it, but they stopped that. The ISU recently ruled you can do a backflip, and so I bet we'll see it again from him. And he didn't care anyways, even when it was outlawed. Nicolaj Memola from Italy, Koshiro Shimato from Japan. That'll be interesting. And Kazuki Tomono, very good skater as well. We have Mikhail Shadorov from Kazakhstan. This skater has been very impressive. I know he's really tried to up his tech account. I believe that he is coached by his dad. I thought I read that. Even if he's not, I just find his skating really interesting. And ever since Dennis Ten's untimely and horrible death, I don't think Kazakhstan's really had someone on the rise like this. So it'll be really exciting to see what he does. Lukas Spritsky from Switzerland has also been on the rise lately. We have our U.S. men, our U.S. men, Camden Polkinen and Andrew Torgashev. Both really good, both really up and down, but fun nonetheless. Speaking of up and down, we have Amber Glenn with the women for USA. Love Amber Glenn. She's the reigning U.S. champion. I think she's looked so fit the recent seasons, and she seems to be having kind of a renaissance. Like, obviously, she won the U.S. championships, but I just really love her. Everyone who's an Amber fan knows it's really hard being her fan. She's always up and down. But I wish her a really successful season. Livia Kaiser from Swiss, Kim Chae-yeon from South Korea. All right, we have Wakaba coming back. So excited. Mai Mihara, Also an amazing skater. She's had some really big wins in her career. Rion Sumiyoshi. Ooh, Japan women, they bring it. So excited. Lorene Schild from France. Leah Serna again. And they have a TBD spot since they are the host. This will be fun. We have two compatriots. We're going to be seeing Nina Pinzarone again. And then Luna Hendricks coming back. I really thought she was going to win the Worlds last year. I thought she was going to come through and do it. And she didn't have a very good competition. So that's disappointing for her. And I really want to see her bounce back. I think she can do it. I'm going to skip the pairs. Honestly, I don't really know any of these. And even though I love pairs, I think lately it's just there's been a little bit of lack with pairs. Let's talk about ice dance from Canada. We have Laurent and Lagac again for their second competition. We have a Czech team. We have two from France with one to be determined, one from Italy, one from Lithuania, and look here with the Americans showing out. We have Brady and Somerville again, Nesset and Markolov. And then here's a team, I believe they were married recently or engaged, Ava Pate and Logan Bai. Very fun team. I really liked, they did like a very interesting program. I think it was Scheherazade last season, or it was kind of like it gave me like Merlin or something like that, like almost like a medieval type vibe, and it was really interesting. I liked it anyways. All right, let's go to the next one. Ooh, this is a big hitter, the NHK Trophy, November 8th through 10. If I recall correctly, this one is usually a little bit later in the season, so interesting that it is the fourth competition this year. Let's kind of scan through the list. For women, we have Nina Petrokina, Laura Naki Gutman from Italy, Yuna Aoki from Japan, Mona Chiba from Japan, and Kaori Sakamoto, the world champion, coming back again for her second competition. That'll be so fun for her on home ice. And then this will be super fun. Alyssa Liu is back for her second competition, Brady Tennell for her second competition, and then Lindsay, who had a competition just this weekend. I don't remember which one it was. I want to say South Atlantic. It's kind of a small regional one. Looking amazing. She scored like 72 point something in her short program. Such a athletic skater, such a solid skater. Will be super fun to see what she does here. From the US, our beautiful Jason Brown, and then Tomoki Hiwatashi, who's had been kind of up and down the past few seasons. So I am hoping that we see something good there. Pairs, getting a few more names here in the mix. Really fun to see Japan having two pairs here, one being Mura and Kihara, which is, they are the 2023 world champion, which is amazing. And again, we have Ellie Kam and Danny O'Shea, and another really nice team, Plazas and Fernandez. I have really found them interesting, kind of exciting. I think they're a little bit newer, and so I'm very excited to see what they do here. We have some other heavy hitters in ice dance: Christina Carrera and Anthony Ponomarenko, Madison Chalk and Evan Bates, two-time world champions. And then this is my personal favorite team. I love them so much, Green and Parsons. I've been so sad because they have not had the upward trajectory that I thought they would. For a while, they looked like they were going to start being the number 2 or 3 team in the US. And last year, they were overshadowed by Carrera and Ponomarenko. And while I really like Carrera and Ponomarenko, there's something really like withheld about their performances. I love them and I think they're amazing. But I think Green and Parsons truly commit to the program and they are so artistic. I just love them and I would love them to have a wonderful season. Okay, NHK is going to be lit. It's going to be so much fun. All right, let's go to Finlandia Trophy. Now, they actually have a website, so I thought it'd be fun to look at that. So pretty. I think it's very like Finnish, kind of weird little like art here. I like this. This gives me like maypole vibes, like with the ribbons and stuff. So definitely will be very, very fun. And this is from November 15th to 17th. And it's going to be here at the Grand Prix Series for the 4th time. I did not even realize that. That is awesome. And who are the skaters, people? No answer. Okay, boo on that. And the last competition before the Grand Prix final in France is going to be Skate China, or Cup of China, my apologies, and November 22 through 24. This is a stacked field, loving all these, the Chinese men who will be performing. The women here, I think An Ji Young has been very interesting the past few seasons. Would love to see what she does here. And let's go down. We have Kimmy Rapond, we have Kim Chaeyeon and Kim Min Chae, Amber Glenn making her second competition of the season, and then I love these teams. They'll definitely be fighting it out. Carrera and Ponomarenko, and Green and Parsons in ice dance. So this will be a really, really good competition as well. All right, guys, I'm going to call it quits here. But this is just a brief overview of the Grand Prix season in figure skating. Let me know what you think. I am sorry that it's not like the most organized video, but I thought it would be fun just to go through the full list and kind of just get a broad, like general overview of what we're going to be seeing. Who are your favorites? Who are you looking forward to? What are you sad about? What are you mad about? Put it in the comments if you'd like to, and I will reply to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. This is Kelly Commentates. Have a great day. Over and out.